The undefeated savage Khamzat Chimaev finally gets a shot at UFC gold. But could he dethrone the South African powerhouse? Dricus du Plessis? UFC 319 will be headlined by a blockbuster middleweight title bout between reigning champion Dricus du Plessis and undefeated contender Khamzat Chimaev. Scheduled to take place on August 16th at the United Center in Chicago, this 5-round championship showdown serves as the main event of the evening. The matchup pits the gritty, battle-tested champion from South Africa against one of the most feared rising stars in the sport. The fight holds massive implications for the 185-pound division and is expected to draw significant global attention, as it marks Chimaev's long-awaited shot at UFC gold and du Plessis' toughest title defense yet. This event also signifies the UFC's highly anticipated return to Chicago for first time since UFC 238 in 2019, adding further excitement to an already electric main event. Middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis, 23-2, heads into UFC 319 looking to make the third successful defense of his title. Since capturing the belt via a hard-fought split decision win over Sean Strickland at UFC 297, du Plessis has solidified his place at the top of the division. He went on to deliver a statement victory over Israel Adesanya, submitting the former champion in the 4th round at UFC 305 in August 2024. Most recently, in a rematch with Strickland at UFC 312 in February 2025, du Plessis left no doubt by winning via unanimous decision, showcasing improved conditioning and well-rounded skill. Known for his pressure-heavy style and finishing ability, 20 of his 23 wins have come by stoppage. Du Plessis has become one of the most dangerous and consistent champions in the division. His upcoming fight with Chimaev represents another major test in his reign, and a victory would further cement his legacy as a dominant force in the middleweight division. If you're hyped for this clash of titans, hit that like button and drop your predictions in the comments. Who walks out of Chicago with the belt? Khamzat Chimaev, 14-0, enters UFC 319 with an unblemished record and a reputation as one of the most explosive and feared fighters in the UFC. This bout marks his first attempt at a UFC title, following a rapid rise through the ranks that has captivated fans and analysts alike. Known for his relentless wrestling, devastating ground and pound, and finishing instincts, Chimaev most recently secured a first-round submission win over former champion Robert Whittaker at UFC 308, earning him 2024 Submission of the Year. Despite periods of inactivity due to illness, injuries, and visa issues, Chimaev has remained a top contender thanks to dominant wins over elite names such as Gilbert Burns, Kevin Holland, and Kamaru Usman. Now training out of Dubai, the Chechen-born fighter faces the toughest challenge of his career in du Plessis, but brings a level of intensity and unpredictability that could shake up the division. A win at UFC 319 would make Chimaev one of the rare fighters to capture UFC gold while remaining undefeated. UFC 319 marks the promotion's long-awaited return to Chicago, taking place at the United Center on August 16th, 2025. This will be the UFC's first event in the Windy City in over 4 years, following UFC 238, Cejudo vs. Moraes in June 2019. Chicago has historically delivered memorable fight nights, and its passionate fan base is expected to bring a charged atmosphere to one of the year's most anticipated cards. Headlined by the middleweight title bout between du Plessis and Chimaev, the event carries extra significance as it reestablishes Chicago as a key market for the UFC's U.S. event schedule. With the title on the line, rising stars likely featured throughout the card, and a return to a major fight city, UFC 319 is shaping up to be a landmark event in the 2025 calendar. Don't miss a second of the action. Subscribe to MMA Thread for all the latest UFC news, breakdowns, and fight night coverage.